When I was a young guy, you had to be a warrior to be on this river. If you stayed on it, you had to just about fight for your right to be here. A river is a force of nature that responds only to the laws of physics, nothing else. It gives life and it takes it away in equal measures of apathy. It has no feeling. A human can become so connected to its presence that it actually becomes a part of who they are and what they are. And I can't explain how it happens, I just can say that it does. If you stayed here a while, you'd understand it too. Learning and understanding the ecology of the Big Thicket, that gave me a lot better understanding of the river. And I started seeing things that I'd never seen before. The long periods of drought, you can see the influence of them on the river, especially when the water's low. You can see a lot more influence of the drought. The floods, you don't really see the influence of the floods until the water goes down. I've seen this river dried up to a trickle, and I've seen it this year, the biggest and the longest flood that I ever knew of. We could have had a 12-inch flood out of this morning, or this could very well be the first day of a 6-month drought. I mean, you know, this is East Texas. I see a lot of human influence on this river and its changes. Sometimes man will cause an influence that lingers over, and then a natural influence will just be expanded because of it. My concern was stormwater runoff. And the timber companies had been clear cutting all the way to the creek bank and then pushing the trees along the bank into the creek. Every time it rained, it would silt the creek and there'd be a fish kill. My niece asked me, said, "Why is Mama so crazy over your environmental activism?" And I said, "Well," she had 2 little twin daughters about that high, just toddling. I said, "Well, I think that I should be able to drink the water and eat the fish out of Neches River and Village Creek without risking 5 generations of genetic damage or end-stage cancer, you know, terminal cancer." I said, and here's the part that makes me so damn crazy to everybody. I think those 2 little girls right there are entitled to the same circumstance. And she grinned about it. She'd been an environmentalist ever since. She kind of eased into it, but the fact of the matter is she got a bit radical there for a while. You know how it is. What we got there, is that an old gator? I came into Vietnam at a major Air Force base, but the minute I walked into that jungle, yeah, I looked around and I knew what to look for, you know, and even on the patrol, the new guys, they were nervous. When I looked around, I suddenly realized I was not that far out of my environment, that this was not that alien to me. When you come into a hostile environment, you have an adjustment to make. And the simple absolute fact is that if you do not make this adjustment, you will not survive. And even the tiny adjustments that you have to make under those circumstances, when it's a matter of survival, goes all the way to the bone, buddy, and it never goes away. The river just doesn't appeal to everyone. And a lot of people, it appeals to them, but for short term. You know, it's a nice place to come and be for a while, but they want to go home and go back to luxury. I don't know that that will change. The longer you're here and the more experience, the closer you'll come to some kind of understanding. I spent a lot of years on this river raising hell and kicking ass to get to stay on it.